This is Dolynny, TV friends. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here for the ride this morning. The Edmonton Oilers won last night 3-2 over the Anaheim Ducks in a game in which, the Oilers did some things right, did some things wrong. Depends who you ask, depends which player you talk to. But for the Oilers, they get the goal scoring when they need it. They get the production from the places they need it to win the hockey game. And obviously they do. So that's a nice little wrinkle into a Friday night as we transition to a Saturday night hockey night in Canada that will also see the 23-12-3 Edmonton Oilers in action. And kind of coming out of those two disappointing games against LA Anaheim last weekend, the Oilers have rebounded nicely here over the past two games to keep winning. And what that allows the Oilers to do now is set up a big time Saturday night. Friends, we'll have more on that in a moment, but if you are new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. Would love to have you aboard here for the rest of the ride. Hopefully live tonight if all goes according to plan. It is an 8 p.m. game, so what other excuse do I have on a Saturday night? But for the Edmonton Oilers, it is one of those cases where tonight the LA Kings, the Vegas Golden Knights, both in action, both against Eastern Conference opponents. So it would be a really nice night for the Edmonton Oilers if Toronto and I believe Buffalo would be able to steal a couple of games against teams like the LA Kings and Vegas Golden Knights. Both teams go out there and win. And then all of a sudden you have the Oilers win as well. So both Eastern Conference opponents for both teams, and then all of a sudden the Oilers, and that claws the Oilers 2 points ahead of the LA Kings, and only 4 points back of the Vegas Golden Knights. And this is where, again, for the Oilers, they're going to have to hope when it's a triple header action for the top three of the Pacific Division, and the Oilers have a chance to climb up the standings like they do tonight against the Seattle Kraken. They've got to hope that for their sake, Vegas, LA both lose, and then the Oilers continue to just pound up those points on those triple header top three Pacific game days. And then, on the other off days and stuff, the Oilers find a way to win a couple as well. And suddenly the math gets really, really easy as time goes on here. Again, the goal is for the Oilers, and still very much so within reach, winning the Pacific Division. And yes, I know kind of this group might not be exactly what you're hoping for at this point at times, or you might not like this, you might not like that about the roster. And hey, I've got my own worries as well. But for the Oilers, the big thing right now is you just got to keep piling up wins. You add in Evander Kane, you add in a trade deadline bottom six forward, you mix in possibly Noah Philp, possibly Matthew Savoy here by, late this month, early next month, just to kind of give a different look, maybe solve the issue with trying to figure out that fourth line with Jeff Skinner and Adam Henrique and, Matthias Janmark and Corey Perry, and trying to solve that whole fourth line center role. And then as well, you kind of keep piling up those points and just staying right there in the race. For the Oilers, I don't think they need to win the race outright prior to the trade deadline, but the sooner they get neck and neck with the Vegas Golden Knights, where night in, night out, you're flip-flopping back and forth, and you're just hoping, the Vegas Golden Knights do what they do every year and put Mark Stone on LTIR here probably in the next month. Again, that's half joke, half serious. I don't know what to make of it right now. But yeah, you just kind of hope that the Vegas Golden Knights, when they kind of eventually end up injured or whatever they do every year, you just start making up even more ground as the season goes on here into the spring. And for the Oilers, right, that's the other side too. There's only 27 days left in January, then we got February, then we got March, and then all of a sudden we're playing playoff hockey sometime in April, and that's pretty crazy. Right now, that's a bold statement because obviously there's time for things to change. But the Oilers with 21 wins so far this year, things are looking good, at least for right now. So stay tuned, friends. The Oilers, the Kraken, 8 p.m. this evening. A win against the Anaheim Ducks continues to set the Oilers up, and now a possible 3-game win streak should they beat another Pacific Division opponent in the Seattle Kraken. For right now, friends, I'm up on out here. Thanks for being aboard. I'll catch you in the next one.